What do you freaks do for Labor Day?
Barbecue and get fatter than we are.
Yeah. That's a normal Monday in America.
It's a normal Monday here in Philadelphia. I'm doing 14 hard because you got 14 days till I come to Texas.
Mother of God. Jeremy, what's happening, big dog?
How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Where are you at the moment? Are you in France or are you going back to South America?
South America.
Where in
Since
South
1 week.
America anyway?
French Guyana. It's near Brazil.
New Guinea pig.
Yes, it's near Brazil.
Yeah. New Guinea, is it, or something? Is that how you pronounce it? Guinea.
Guyana.
Guyana.
French Guyana.
Oh,
French Guyana.
yeah.
Between
For the rest of us,
Suriname
it's called
and
New
Brazil.
Guinea, no? Would that be fair to say?
Mm.
For the rest of us losers, it's called New Guinea.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's how I say it.
French.
Papua New Guinea.
French Guyana.
What time is it for you, Jeremy?
That's different.
It's 1 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
Yes,
Eastern.
that's it.
Eastern.
East plus
Eastern,
1. Yes.
Eastern time.
oh, did not know.
There's a lot you don't know, Francine.
There is a lot. I am old, but not wise. Yes.
It's a small country. It's a state of France, but in South America.
All right. So do you actually have to pay French tax then, or who do you pay tax to?
Yes.
That's
It's
fucking
like
shit. There it is, no?
I was in French. Yes. Here, French Guyana.
You learn something.
Where
new every
there
day.
is
You
the
do.
space where the rocket starts to the sky. The space agency, Ariane.
Cayenne. All right. Nice. Fuck.
It's a small country.
Very good. Looks
Nice.
looks like a shithole, but very good.
Amazonian temperature. 30 degree every
Oh my
all during
God.
the yeah.
Well, look, let's get rocking. Actually, let me share my screen. Actually, and then we're going to get going. We've got a couple of people watching online. Hey guys, if you're watching this online, let me know in the chats that you can hear us. Let me know actually where you're from. Let me know what you sell, so I can get a bit of an understanding of who's who and what's what. And then we're going to get going. Give me 1 more minute. We're going to get going. I have the very privilege of being with my French wizard all the way over in French Guinea. Guinea. Whatever he just said. I thought it was Papua New Guinea, but anyway, so it'll be. French Guinea. How long have you been in French Guinea?
3 years.
3 years. Shit.
Yes, since COVID, I escaped from France during
Escape
COVID.
from France. It's like you've
Wow.
escaped from jail or something.
Yes, because I was in a flat without a green green place.
What was in
So
French
it was
Guinea
really
then?
hard.
What was either love or money anyway, one or the other? What was it there for you?
In France,
No, in where you're living now. Like, what did you go there for? What was it? The attraction?
for a job opportunity.
Money. Told you that, Francine.
Yes,
Smart.
money, and I was not okay at first, but my wife wanted to see the turtle on the forest, and that's why I
Okay.
accept.
Why don't you just send her to a David Attenborough fucking video on YouTube? I wanted to see the turtle. Fuck off down to the zoo, girl. By yourself. That's what You should have said, maybe, Sylvie. It's Labor Day. We're having a bit of fun today. So, look, we're with a very, very good friend, Jeremy. Someone that, you know, has completely, fundamentally changed his life in a matter of months. Someone that we have a lot of time, a lot of respect for, someone who just does what needs to happen. And when you do that, you end up getting the results. And that's what we want to talk about today. But I actually want to talk about more about your journey from not fucking speaking really a word of English when you connected with us to being in a position now where you're one of the powerhouses when people look at the elite program. So I want to talk about that journey because that's fucking a bit mental. But first, let's give everyone a bit of an understanding of who you are, where you're from, how you ended up in sales fundamentally, and what you used to do.
Okay. Now I'm located in French Guiana in South America, but it's a French state. I come from France, from Lyon. And I started to being in sale maybe 10, 15 years ago, but I discovered the remote sale 18 months ago.
Right.
I was an employee, being in a 9 to 5, and I was business manager, business development manager. And in yes, 18 months ago, I discovered a remote sale because I was working maybe around 50, 60 and 70 hours per week.
Yeah.
And I had a small kid, and I was leaving my house. It was early morning, and I was coming home early, late.
In the night, yeah,
So
yeah. Shit,
I
very
was-
much like me in the gyms. Yeah.
Yes,
You leave and
yes,
you
I
come
was
back,
looking
they're in bed.
something new.
Shit.
Yes.
So how did you actually end up in remote sales then? Yes, you found it, but like, how did you
Yeah.
actually get in here?
It was like an escape for me because I was working really hard. But when the first time I took a closing call, I didn't know it was that, but I was totally afraid to do that. And I really had to talk to my spouse about it.
Take a call.
And I had no money. Well, that's my first call, but my wife didn't support me on jumping in that space, and it's still the case today.
Shit.
So
Why
I
so?
jumped.
Let's hear that. Why
Yes.
does she not support you? Why is she adverse to it?
Because I was an expert on what I was doing on my daily basis, and going in a new place, and especially being an entrepreneur, she was afraid about that.
Right. Sure. Well, here you are now.
Yeah.
What does she feel now? What does she think now?
She need more proof again, months after months.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why this month is a good month.
Yeah. Shit. We'll have to fucking get her in a headlock, but that's what
Not
we'll do
easy.
with her.
We're very
No.
demanding, us
Never mind.
wives.
Never mind fucking proof. We'll get her in a headlock and she'll find out very soon what's what.
You have to work and continue to work and stay focused.
Very good. Well, tell us, how did you fucking find us? Because we're English speaking, like we're normal people. We're not like the French. Like we're not like normal, you know, English speaking folk. How the fuck did you end up with us?
When I start to learn remote sales and sales coaching, I knew that it was not enough for me. I wanted to go further. I want to go in a higher level, and I'm starting to look around in US. What is the top of the world? And but it was in the same time a big challenge because I didn't speak English, so I understand what you said, because yes, there was subtitle, so I could understand one testimonial and one call or so about you, but I really you were so different compared to what I've already saw, that I wanted to know more. You were so opposed to me in terms of energy, and that's why I was thinking that I need to push myself. I need to try something new, and something that I will be in uncomfortable zone.
Yeah,
That's why
sure.
I took my call.
Sure. Well, tell us how, because this is the best part of the whole story of how you ended up here. How did you learn how to speak English? How did you learn what I was actually saying? How did you try and piece together the pieces to the pie?
I really, I didn't understand a word about you say. So uh, I watched the Peaky Blinders series to understand you, because I thought it was the best way to learn your accent.
That is Birmingham. That's a Brummy accent, is what we call it here in the UK. It's a Brummy accent. I don't have a Brummy accent, I hope not, but yes, there probably is a bit of it.
Or French guy.
Somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a French guy. That was
French guy, it sounds the exact same. Yeah. Shit.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Yes. And in the same time, I took an English coaching also to learn
Very
English.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And do you know why I think that's really important? Yes, we're having a joke and a laugh, and that's fantastic, and we're joking on wonderful X, Y, and Z. But you had a big problem in your life. The big problem was I wanna, be at home for my family. I want to make good money. I want to prove to my wife that I can be an expert in other fields. But I got a big problem. Big problem is I don't fucking speak the English. Big problem is I don't speak the language. So not only am I going to go out of my way and learn from watching TV shows, but I'm also going to invest in a coach outside of what I'm already doing in the education space and sales. And that means to me is that the desire for you was clearly evident, meaning that, there was nothing going to stop you, especially not being able to speak English, and that's the powerful story. Because we see a lot of people that come to us, a lot of French actually, probably because of you, that come to us all the time, and they tell us, we want to move with you, and we take in an awful lot, but some people are of the opinion, but I don't know English. Now, it's a massive, massive barrier, but having a massive, massive barrier in front of you means you can only do one of three things. You can go over it. Well, one of four things. You can go over it, you can go under it, you can go around it, or you can just do nothing. And that's what you did. You went over it, or under it, or around it. I don't really know. But fundamentally, you moved past it. And that's what I actually care about. And that's the key. So you're not, just so everyone understands. So when you came in, you were still selling a French offer, meaning speaking totally French to people. That's all you did, because some of the guys still do that. When did you transition to actually speaking on an English offer? Because that's interesting as well.
I still have a French offer, but I jumped to an English offer just after London. Because I was afraid to not speaking as well, to being understood by an English person. And in the mastermind, a lot of guys told me that they understood me. So like Ben and other people in your coaching space, and I was more confident, and I started to apply in English, and I had a first interview. I wanted to do it on my own, because I didn't feel enough legit to ask you something. So I wanted to try it on my own. And if I was thinking that if I fail, that's not from Bill, so I have to fail on my own. But yes, I had a lot of pressure. And I had an interview, and I went. I jumped in in an American team.
Yeah.
I was surprised to be onboarded.
Not only did you jump into the American team, but you're also the top guy there now, right? You're also the person that's really pushing the dial.
Yes. This offer, I left it after, but now I'm in the team where there is both English and French in the offer. So I think it's a good opportunity for me to make a good transition on the
Absolutely.
learning, yes, new skills and transition to English full time.
For sure. Let me ask you this: how difficult? Because as salespeople, people don't fucking understand this, right? As a salesperson, your job is to fundamentally think on the spot. Now, when you don't know the language and you're trying to absorb what the person says, formulate it in your head what you want to say back, but the barrier now is that I know what I want to say in French, I don't know how to translate it into English. How hard did you find that?
I first repeat again and again the framework to implement it every day, all during the day. I was recorded some vocal voice from myself, and all during the day I was listen to it, and because I wanted to be normal to have the framework, and after I let my natural in the conversation, because when I was thinking about what I wanted to say, that's I wasn't able to help someone to move forward. Exactly. But when I realized that I haven't to be perfect and try to help the person with my level of English, is just a person to talk to a person, and just a person wants to help another person. So
so it's kind of like you kept working at the problem night and day until the problem went away. And like, if you're watching this, just fundamentally just listen to this. Somebody kept working at a problem until the problem fucked off. Like, people are like, boy, I tried it for like 2 weeks. I tried it like for like 3 days straight. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That's the game. It's like repetitive. It's like over and over and over and over and over again. That's why people aren't successful. It's because they do it a little and then they expect it all. Don't work, you know, clearly, you know. If Jeremy just did a little bit, he wouldn't be sitting here in my fucking place right now. He wouldn't be sitting with Francine and her perfect eyebrows on Labor Day. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be working. That's not how it's going to work. So that's what it takes. You know, it takes a relentless, you know, attitude and determination to keep going and keep after it. So give us a bit of an understanding of the results you've had then over the last couple of weeks and months.
The last couple of weeks, I increased my closing rate to 55%, a predictive closing rate, because before I had up and down in different offer, but now it's predictable for me. And I made 14, I don't know what to say, 14.5K in commission. So it's my biggest month ever.
Yeah, and let people like, just so you guys understand, guys, this is a man who didn't speak English 6 months ago. This is a man who fucking couldn't string an English sentence together 4, 5, 6 months ago. Like, just understand that. Most of you guys have been in sales 4, 5, 6, 10 years, speak perfect English, and can't fucking do what he just done. So that's the inspiring part of that, because you're doing more than 95% of the market. And English isn't your first language. And you only started learning it 6 or so months ago. You know, that needs to absorb into people's fucking fat heads and understand, like, this is not normal. What we do is not fucking normal, you know? Why do you think the standard is so high inside? Like, why do you think we demand so much from people? But why do you think we have so much success? Let me ask you, as a French person, What do you think? Because I know the French are very fucking, they've pretty standards in their own life. They've a lot of opinions of themselves, the French. So what do you think?
The first word, accountability. Accountability for me was a game changer when I first jumped on the first call. When I saw all the accountability inside and the way you care about each people, and it was really impressive to me because it doesn't exist in French space, but I think in a lot of other space. But it was, yes, and I was impressed because I'm not used. I was used to pay, and success or not, it's on my own. But what I discovered that you don't want to let someone behind, and even if you have to tell him that there is some hard thing to hear, to understand, that's for the good of the person. But it's really uncomfortable. But I understood that it was for my my good to move forward. And yes, I
appreciate that.
Yes, you understand?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Because do you know what's really uncomfortable? And I'll be very transparent with you. People going to other coaches and trainers and other places and getting fuck all other than their fucking spit slapped out of their mouth and 15 grand out of their pocket. That's uncomfortable for me in my market. I feel somewhat obligated to actually be completely opposite of what people give. So I'm not going to pat you on the back because you showed up. I'm not going to pat you on the back because you did a little bit of work. I'm not going to say you're wonderful because you made one sale once upon a time. There's a fucking standard that I live my life by. There's a standard that I expect out of my team. And that ultimately filters down through not only us, but actually it starts to filter down through the actual industry now. And that's really important because I think as a whole, we all have to lift each other up. And you may not actually like people. This is really important. You may not actually like the person. And the reality is I couldn't give a flying fuck whether you liked me. But what I will do is I will leave you in a better place than I first saw you. And what typically happens, Jeremy, most of the time, is when you actually help people change their life and you give them what is actually needed, you know, you may have to shout at somebody and you may have to give out to somebody and you may have to give it to them in black and white. But what will happen is more often than not, people will respect you for giving them what they needed rather than just patting the back, you know, because I see too many weak people. I don't mean like, you know, mentally weak people because they cry, because we all cry in some capacity. I mean, weak people in the sense that they're not strong enough as the person, meaning they don't have the confidence in themselves to do what's needed, to ask hard questions and to fucking, you know, stick it on people when it's supposed to happen. I think that needs to change massively, and we're definitely on the right path to changing because it has to be changed. It's too much.
Thinking about something. A few months ago, I was really in bad mood, bad offer. Offer is really bad fulfillment, and the customer paid with government funding, so it was a latence between my sale and when I perceive my commission, 70 days. So it was really hard. And I was thinking about what I have to do. I'm making sale, but I have no money at the end of the month. Maybe I have not enough to pay you, but I was thinking that even if I have just 1,000 left at the end of the month, I have to stay in the objection box, because even if I have the result now, I know that I am in the best place to be with other people, with high level player, to be surrounded with success people with high level standard, to continue to believe in myself and wait my time to have a good result. So,
why do you think people don't do that? And that's really important what you said. It's about like, I'm going to do all I can to stay in a place that is doing nothing but helping me. It may not be tomorrow, may not be the next day, but I know if I stay here long enough, I know it's my turn. I know I'm going to have my turn. Why do you think people actually refuse to be in that position?
it's really uncomfortable, and maybe they want to have results just quickly. Maybe they want to have results fast because they imagine that it could happen in an overnight success. Maybe they often don't see what the entrepreneur, what a performer do on daily basis, and maybe for 2, 3, 5, 10 years to have these results. And I think yes, it's not easy. It's not easy because you have to put in the work. You have to believe in yourself. You have to accept to be. You have to accept a rejection on daily basis and stay in a high standard for you every day, like a high performer, like an athlete. And I think it's not for everyone.
No. Yeah. What will happen, right? If I put you, let's say you play basketball, right? Let's say you play with LA Lakers, who is a good team. I don't know, but I don't know. What's that team that won with that fucking Serbian guy? Can't remember. But let's say for argument's sake, I put you on the team with, the best basketball team at this moment. What's going to happen is one of two things. Number one, your skill set is going to drastically get better. And you're going to have to commit every day to getting better, knowing that you're pretty shit, knowing that you can only get better. Or the second thing is the rejection and the stress and the pressure of being the worst on the team will only allow you to quit. That's the only two things that can happen in that capacity. And that's kind of where you were. You were like, I don't even speak English. All of these people are making hundreds of thousands every single year. I don't even know what the fuck they're even saying. So I can do one of two things. I can stay around long enough to get better, and I can keep turning up, and I can keep showing up, and I can keep getting my teeth kicked in every single day for weeks and months on end, or I can quit. That's the reality. Those are the only two things that will happen. And it kind of reminds me, actually, I remember when back in 2014, 15, something like that, I was like 23, 24 years of age. And I just bought a Range Rover. I had bought a Range Rover. It was my first Range Rover. And I was like 24 years of age. Bought it complete cash, worked my face off for 2.5 years, built a good fitness business here. And I was looking to transition in online. And I was in a group of fucking savages and really top quality people. Actually, some of them now are running businesses that I actually service and put stuff into and help with sales people. So it's funny how it all works. But it came to the stage where like there was fuck all in the bank, and I had this Range Rover out the back and I had to sell it. And I sold it to fund Facebook ads. So now I understand what you're saying. It's about staying in the game long enough until you win. And the only way you can't win is that you fucking give up and then you throw in the towel. Because if you don't throw in the towel, you got nothing else that can stop you from getting better other than you're a fucking, complete fucking retard. You have to get better. You know what I mean? You have to get better. If you play on a team like that and they show you every day how to dribble with the ball, how to fucking defend, how to throw the ball up against the hoop, how to fucking do all of those basketball theories and shit that you losers do over there in America. Like you have to get better. There's no other choice, unless you're completely two left feet and just completely like an obstacle, running around like a fucking octopus. It don't work. But I appreciate that because that just shows to me that if you just stay with us long enough, you will be successful and do the work.
Totally. Was that always like your mindset, or did you have to kind of learn that through something else happening in life about just kind of keep going, keep going, keep going? Because let's face it, most people would have quit a long time ago.
That's for sure.
Were you always a go-getter, Jeremy, or did you kind of have to learn that through experience to never quit?
Why I have never quit. In
More so, like,
Um,
how did you learn that? Like, how did you learn that mindset to keep going, like to not
Yeah.
allow yourself give up? Where did that come from? Where does that come from?
I think it's because of a lot of rejection since I am young with my father who wasn't here, and I am the first of my brother. I don't know how to say it.
First of,
I am a first.
you're the
I'm
oldest?
the older.
Yeah.
I'm the older,
Mhm.
and I always trying something new and something to break the chain of the family. And I was always my brother and sister took me as an example. So each time I wanted to create, I imagined I imagine I imagine them to
Yeah.
see me lose and quit, and
Yeah.
I wanted to inspire them and show them that everything is possible, even if we don't speak the language. Want to inspire my son to show him that even if it's not your language, if you want to do something, you just have to believe in it and put in the work, even if no one believes in you. And that's maybe my deep value. I don't know where that it comes from, but a lot of time I feel alone in the way I'm thinking and the way I want to do more new thing to overcome my fear. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to prove myself that I can go. I can
Makes
go
sense.
Yeah.
more.
Makes a lot of
Totally.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Makes a lot of
I mean,
sense.
you've created
A
like
lot
this
of
little
life
like
experience. Yes.
yeah, like you said about inspiring, your brother and sister. I mean, and I know like you've shared messages, with me through Messenger of like you've created this little fan club, this little fan base of people. So I guess like for you, like what's that like just to know that these people are watching you. They're inspired by you.
When I start to receive a private message of some closer who asked me some advice, I was thinking I am the right person. I don't know, so I let it go. So I told myself that even if I don't speak well English, I try to tell. Even I'm going to try to help them with my word. And when I realized that I could help them, even if it was not my language, I was totally. I didn't expect that. And
Yeah.
when I saw that I could help some person, even if it's
Yeah.
not in my language, it was really a proudness for me.
Yeah.
Now you got a responsibility, whether you realize it or not now, because we got a lot of French people, as you know, come to us that are in our network and X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, reference you. A lot of them, want to speak about Jeremy. And, that's the first kind of, I suppose, touch point that we have, that mutual connection. So I don't want to scare you by that. And it takes a lot of, there's a great saying, pressure is a privilege. And I feel a tremendous amount of pressure every day, and what will happen in your life if you keep doing what you're doing and you keep inspiring and you keep developing and you keep training and you keep, you know, shining the light for a lot of French people in this world. You'll feel that too, you know, and it does take a strong person to be able to have it all and to keep moving with it. But there's a lot of people that are out there, you know, whether they're Spanish, whether they speak Portuguese, Italian, French, Russian, you know, whether they speak Philadelphia, you know, because
Water.
yeah, exactly. So it's more about like, if Jeremy can do it, why can't I? You know, and that's a great thing, because not only do you inspire your inner circle, which are your family, your kids, your wife, eventually we'll get her inspired soon. But you have a greater touch around, because honestly, like all the French people that come into our space all talk about you. That's the connection. And that, again, like I said, it is pressure, but it's also a privilege. Why? Because you've done the hard yards and you've proved that it can work, and you proved that it will work if you do the work. That's the thing, you know. So you're coming to Texas. When are we going to Texas? Let me have a look. 2 weeks.
2 weeks from
What do you want?
today.
What do you want to get out of Texas? I know you're going to come and live with me for a couple of days, which will be interesting. Francine is going to do all the cooking.
You can teach me French.
You're French. Gonna here to
Oui,
learn.
oui.
Oui.
That's all I know.
And he's like, no, Francine, like you go wee in the toilet, not in the bed. Francine's like, I'm sorry, I had 3 glasses of wine and I couldn't get out of bed. I know what you're like, Francine.
God.
I know what you're like. Your husband rang me up to tell me that. Like, make sure when she goes to Texas, make sure she puts on her diaper. Make
It
sure she puts on
depends.
her diaper
It
at bedtime.
depends.
So tell me, what's the plan in Texas? What do you hope to get out of it? That's the key. Fucking 2 weeks. It's next Sunday, actually. Next Sunday I fly, the 17th.
Well, oh, you're going then? Oh,
Well, of course, Francie. Like, I don't live where you live. I have to
well,
fly around the
Sunday is
world.
still 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. Well, no, less than 2. That was 2
Sunday.
weeks yesterday.
Yeah.
Never mind. I digress.
So tell me, what's the plan then with Texas? What do you want to get out of it? Because that's key for all of the people that are coming to Texas. I think we have
Yes.
about 30 something people, way oversubscribed,
32.
something like that. So we have 32 great salespeople flying into a private kind of, you know, 2-3 day intensive. We keep growing it out, actually. The first one we did in Miami, I think we 13. I think we 25 in London a couple of months later. This one we've got 30 something. So it'll be interesting. I don't want to keep going up and up and up. So we probably will camp it around this kind of, unless we go super big. So that'll be interesting. Anyway,
It's nice to have.
what do you want out of it? Anyway, we're going around the block. What's the plan for you in Texas?
To first to connect with people, to continue to develop my network, but also to, I don't know, just being in immersion with you all. I know that I will progress more fast than I could imagine, because in London I didn't know how I could, what can I learn, which way, but at the end of the first day I realized that when you were speaking in English, I didn't translate in my mind. So that was my first win during the mastermind in just one day. So in few days in Texas, I don't know what could happen. Maybe another revelation. Maybe I could implement it. I just want to be there, to own all the stuff I can bring with me and be a part of me.
Yeah.
And I don't know in what are all the steps, but I know that it could bring me a lot of value. So I just want to be here, and I know that's something big for me.
That's a good thing, Francine. Do you know why? Because people don't come with, you know, I want X. It's like, I need to go because I know that X will come. So that means more to me than just basically some saying, I want to learn how to handle this person's fear.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
is like easy, right? This is what we do, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Whereas some people like you, Jeremy, are like, you know what? I just want to be around the team. I just want to be around you, Bill. I want to just be in that space and just kind of, you know, pick up on a couple of things that you guys are doing and how that works and how you look at this kind of stuff. And, you know, and so that'll be good. That will be good. We're running 75 hard, you know, as a group. So all of that is good. Stop looking at the ground, Francine. When I said that, I saw you. You're like, oh shit, don't involve me in that. So what you can bring to the table, Francine, without getting sexist about it, you and Jack can cook. Jack is a fantastic cook. Tell us about your
is he?
cooking skills. Yeah. He's good.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't.
What?
I don't.
The last message you sent me last week was, look at my beautiful, you know, tomato cold pie that I'm giving my
Chateaubriand.
yeah. Look at my shit pizza that I'm giving to my workers.
Exactly.
Yeah. So is that the repertoire that you have in terms of your cooking skills?
I would be happy with cereal, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but we're
If I-
not happy with cereal. Like, what can you
I
cook?
know, but come on.
8 fucking alpha
We're
males.
ordering out. We're gonna have pizza. What can
No,
you
we're not.
people eat? That's the first question. What can you eat on that?
Jeremy, what can you
75
eat? You're the guest buddy, so whatever you want, just make a list as you fly in, and Francine will sort it when you get there. That's how it works.
I'll DoorDash it. We'll
Oh.
DoorDash it when you get there.
DoorDash, yes.
DoorDashing it.
Really hot in Texas at the moment, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Like 30 something. Shit.
Well, I don't know
I need
what
to
that
go for my
equals.
tan, as you can imagine. So that'll be good. You're actually more pale than I am, Francine.
Oh, I look like I'm wearing white pantyhose. If you'd see my legs, this is actually tan. The rest of me is like pure white. Yeah,
Shit,
I don't.
you're not
I
tan,
stay out of the sun.
do you?
Wrinkles.
I know where your face stays out of the sun and fucking start melting away, but I'm not worried.
It's real.
It is, yeah. It's like still, it didn't even flinch there when you touched it. Anyway, so it'll be.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people who are like, I can't raise my eyebrows. I'm like, I can do that.
Your
They have used
husband's
me,
like,
Jeremy.
Francine, are you smiling or crying at the same time? And
Yeah,
you're
right.
like, I
Those
don't
people who
know.
go like this.
Yeah,
Hi, how are you?
I don't know.
Hopefully you won't see me cry there.
You'll be crying, Francine. Don't you worry
Don't
about it.
give me a reason to cry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, last question, Francine. Come on. We took enough of Jeremy's time.
Jeremy, I know only professional things about you for all our chit chatting.
Oh.
What do you do? What do you do for fun?
Oui, yes, me. Yes, me. I'm
Oui.
I'm doing the 75 how?
Not fun.
I'm doing.
I said fun.
Yeah,
Not
it's
short,
not fun. It's horrible.
Exactly.
I'm 13 days in, my
It's hard.
fucking body is
hard.
broke up.
Yes,
Like
it's really
in
hard.
your downtime, what do you do for fun?
I like to do sport like jiu-jitsu, Brazilian
Oh.
jiu-jitsu.
Now, see, you have to have a really good mindset to do that.
Yes,
Get choked
maybe.
out.
Yes.
What did he say? What did he say?
Get choked out, yeah.
Yes, you have to be in the
Literally
zone.
sit back, yeah.
Yes. You have to control. You have to control your your stress. Yes, and I have a lot of fun with my 2 sons.
They're so cute.
For me, it's yes, it's really cool to be able to do that. Be a good dad is a full-time job, but when I have some personal time, jiu-jitsu, I like to sometimes, I think it was maybe 6 or 12 months ago, I was playing with my old friend video game, but it's not I'm not
Not a
doing
thing
it
no more.
anymore.
Not a thing no more.
Yes,
I don't
no
wanna
more.
ever see anyone
No
say
more.
video game.
No more.
Tell
Yes,
me,
no
here's a
more.
good question
No more.
for you, and you touched on something, and I'm going to go into a tangent now. What is the definition of a good dad, in your opinion? Because you said, I when I'm free, I want to make sure I'm a good dad. What does being a good dad mean to you? Like, show me what that actually is.
I don't know what is a good dad. I just know that I'm doing everything I can every day to bring them. I don't know. I think for me, being a good dad is not. It's also being the dad who is happy, who is playing with his son. But for me, I realized that maybe for me, being a good dad is to show them the value I want to transmit them. When I think I am a good dad when they are making bad things, and I have a discussion with my older, and I speak one-to-one, and I want to explain some value I want to share with him, and when he understands what I'm trying to say to him, I think that's the most important for me, that being there, but also understand why they have all these things, what is my past, and I understand to teach them the respect for his brother, respect for their family, respect for their mother, the way they speak. I think that's more the value than buying some stuff or playing. I love playing them, but I think that's the most important, that knowing that I brought them something if tomorrow I'm leaving.
Question for you, Francine. What is the definition of a good mom? That's an interesting topic that you just brought up, Francine.
That's a
or Jeremy.
loaded question.
Probably too early. Go get a couple of glasses of wine and we'll have this conversation.
Yeah. Here, I'll say one thing, because this is one thing that always bugs me about this. When I see people posting, and my apologies if this is you, okay, I see it mostly with women. My kids are my best friend.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, what? So I would say that to me is the number one thing of not looking at your children as your best friend.
Oh, sure.
Now, I'll probably get a lot of people sending me nasty messages, but you asked, and you know,
why not? Why not? Well, you can't just drop it in without explaining why your opinion is the opinion.
Oh, okay. My opinion is of that because I feel like friend is dealt with differently than children. Like I would have different conversations, treat them in a different way, more so than I would my kids. Like with my kids, I will say there's one thing with my kids, and this honestly came from selling, is that I got them to that place where kind of like they made their own conclusions about things. And one of the biggest things, like when I first started learning this process, my kids were still like in college or in high school. And my husband would always say to me, why does every phone call with them turn into like a coaching call and then you like walking them through their fear? And I'm like, because it's what I do.
I was like, that's the game.
Exactly. And and I will say that to me, like that is, Lord knows I made a lot of mistakes. I would say to me, that is the biggest thing that I feel that I brought to my children through this, because this is a personal, I'm sure you can speak to this, Jeremy. This is a personal transition as well as a professional one when you learn how to do this process. You agree?
Very true. Very true.
Yes.
So
no
kids into sales then, Francine?
No, my kids do not. They don't want anything to do with sales. I don't know why. I want them to do it, but they don't.
Yeah.
But Jeremy, I've never heard you speak French. So I want you to say, Francine.
Hi, my name is Francine.
Francine, you are the number one person I'm looking forward to meeting in Texas.
How can we verify this? How can we verify this is exactly what it
say
says?
Francine in French.
Francine.
Francine.
It's
what
a
is
fucking,
it?
It's a
Francine.
It's a French name.
Francine.
Francine is a French name.
Oh,
Do you
I
not know
love
that?
that. I'm
not
gonna
know
I'm
that?
gonna start saying that's my name, Francine. Francine Gralier.
What a fucking
Superstar.
uneducated bunch you fucking US people are. What an uneducated bunch you guys are. This is the best
People are like, and I'm supposed to
representation.
go work with them?
Yeah,
What?
Francine is the best representation that US has
We
to offer.
just turned everybody off to ever
Jesus
coming to
Christ.
work with us.
Mother of God. Mother of God. Jeremy, appreciate you, buddy. Go
Oh,
enjoy.
looking
Do you have
forward
a
to
Labor Day?
seeing
You don't have
you.
Labor Day, do you? No, of course you don't. So what? Is today just a normal work day for you?
For me,
Jeremy?
yes.
Yeah. For you? Good. So it is Labor Day in the States. So for all of you US people, go and enjoy your day, whatever that may even look like. Francine says you have barbecues and you all just get fatter, which just sounds like a normal Monday that I've ever heard anyone speak.
Exactly.
when it
Normal
comes to
summer Monday.
Mondays. When it comes to Mondays in the US. So go enjoy your Fat Monday. I mean, your Labor Day Monday. And we'll see you all during the week. Appreciate you, Jeremy. Keep rocking,
Bye,
keep rolling.
Jeremy.
Look forward to seeing you in Texas, buddy.
Yes.
We'll have a good
Safe
time.
travels.
We'll have a good time.
Yes, I look forward.
We'll learn a lot and we'll probably we'll train a lot, as for sure.
Train.
We'll
Yes.
train a lot. Yeah. 6 a.m. on the dial. Yeah, on the road, tracks on, runners on, let's run. Yeah, 45 on the dot. And we'll come back and Francine will have a lovely protein breakfast for everyone.
You are gonna be
That'll
so,
be amazing.
so
Milkshake.
wrong.
Yes.
Right. See you later, folks. Francine, au revoir.
See you later.
See ya.
Jeremy, thank you, buddy. See you guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye.